What up, everyone? Um, this is welcome back to another episode of a of the Rose Hot Takes here with a very special guest. Here is the Panther AC. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on and everything. It's nice. Yeah.
No problem. So I actually got some questions for you today. So how is what is your very first match of the call community and what how long did you did call for?
Me, my very first match, it was a triple threat, but my very first singles match was against Chris Flash. And me coming in, I was a hype man for Maurice, and I came in, I won that match, and I started off good. But yeah, my time here, I've I've just started. Like I'm a rookie in all of this.
Okay, so you
I
just
started
started
in
calling
February.
not too long ago.
Yeah, I started in February. I ain't got no history within this since February. Yeah.
Okay, what what made you feel like it's a great opportunity to join Car? What made you felt like you wanted to start Car?
Me, it was just like I have a YouTube channel, and I was basically trying to find a way to put myself out there. Like I love wrestling and everything, and I just decided to do like a match and everything, post it, and some companies showed up and one took me. Yeah, it just one took me up, and it's been my home ever since. And I gained a love for this, I gained a passion for this, and yeah, it's all about the risks. Sometimes it's you make zero shots that you don't take, and I just took that shot, and I made it somehow.
Um, how I want to also address how was your title reign too for the CCW United States Championship?
See, with the United States Championship, it's kind of hard to really. It's a touchy subject. Like I didn't really defend. I only had one defense with it, and I held it for 2 months. And like I wish I had used it the same way as I used the social media title, because I put that title on the map again. But yeah, like with the United title, I feel like that's one moment I should have went back to. Like that's one moment I feel like if I had the time machine, I'd go back to try to fix the mistakes.
Okay, and how is your tag team title reign so far? I think you're current or former with Tio.
Yeah, I'm current. Yeah,
Okay, you're current. How is that going on so
yeah,
far?
yeah. One more day makes 2 months as the tag champs. But yeah, me and Tio, we started off like we wasn't even like close to each other. Like when Tio started off, he was already in the team with Luke. Me, I was by myself, still thriving, trying to make it. But like throughout time and everything, we all got together in the same group, and things happened with Luke. So we were just put together. We was a put together tag team, and somehow we made it work. And now we beat Maurice, and unlikely circumstances, but we've been holding the titles, and we've been one of the most dominant tag teams of them all, going through people like Grind Time, people like the Walker Twins, and we decided to just keep on the road. That's one thing. When you have the ball and you rolling it, just keep on rolling.
Okay, and I want to say, how was the time being Maurice's hype man?
Being Maurice's hype man. See, when I came in, it was always like be like Maurice, be like Cash Out. And I seen Cash Out's promo and stuff like that. I seen his interview with him, and he basically saying that if you're trying to be like a original product, you ain't gonna be as great as the original product. And like being Maurice's hype man, I was trying to feed off of him like a sponge, trying to gain knowledge, trying to be like him. But like as time growed on, I known that I could be something different. I can be I could be my own person. I don't need to be another Maurice or another Cash Out. I could be the first Panther AC. And throughout all the ways and the challenges and all the struggles, I always believed that the struggles will make me wiser and the wins will make me stronger. And Maurice's ego was up high as something else, so I just chose to get out there and be my own man.
And how was I know you also hold the I think it was the social media championship.
Yeah, I held the social media championship for 2 months. I'm not the social media champion no more. Um, but yeah, when I won that championship, I won it against Dion, and around that time I was a jobber. Um, I, it seemed like I was on my way out, but Dion gave me a chance, and that's one thing that makes me respect him even more because he gave me that chance. And when I got that social media title, I ran with it. I went through people like Maurice. I went through people like T.O. himself. I went through so many people with that social media title. I had like 5 defenses with that throughout the 2 month, 2 month, period.
Okay, and do you have a favorite match of your career so far?
My favorite match, uh, I have to say, it wasn't Mania. It wasn't. It was War Games, and it's kind of ironic since War Games is starting this year, like a month, from now. But yeah, War Games. It was a tag team elimination type. It was an 8 man like tag elimination thing, and one of my partners got eliminated, and I ran through the whole tournament by myself, and I won that. And I solidified to everybody that I am one of the most fastest rising stars here in the call community. And I proved to everybody that I have that will to survive. That's the difference between me and other people. I have that will to keep going, to never quit, to stand up no matter how many times a person or a certain situation tries to drop you in a way.
And another thing is how was your dream match? Any dream matches that you have on your career?
Yeah, I have a lot of dream matches. See, me, I've I've marked down a lot of them. Like I already had my dream matches with Dion. I already had my dream match with Maurice with Cash Out. I already had my dream match with a lot of people, but I feel like I have to have a match with the people that's been benefited my career in certain ways. People like my mentor, Torpedo. He's 6 time DBMO world champ. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's been my mentor along the way. He teaching me. He basically molded me into a better me in a way throughout like the past 3 going on 4 months. And also I have to say Matt Justice. Like Matt Justice have always been like it ain't like a father figure role, but it's like he my uncle in a way. But yeah, like I have to I had to list him and also Ryan because see Ryan Z Skull, he was the only person that believed in me along the way when I was a hype man for Maurice. He believed that I could be more than just a hype man. He believed I could be a wrestler of my own self. I can be my own man. I could be my own wrestler. And he took me in and and he made me a star in a way. But like always, at the end of the day, a person can help you in certain situations. You put in that work when you determined, when you motivated. And certain moments it feels like you ain't motivated or determined. And I feel like during those times, God sends a person for you to help you within that. And I feel like Ryan was that person to help me along the way. So I had to have him as one of my, if not my retirement match, he's a he's the number one spot on my dream match list.
Yeah. And what is your favorite like pay-per-view match that you had in your CCW career, Cyber Championship Wrestling?
My favorite pay-per-view match, I have to say me versus Alan Jimenez for the United title. See me when I had a United title, like again, like I neglected it. I only had that one match, and that was the match on the pay-per-view match, me versus Alan. Alan was proving that he's one of the quickest rising stars, just how I had that mentality back then. And not just that, he was fighting for a championship, and he told me himself. He said, if I don't beat you, I'm gonna have that championship somehow, in some way." And during that match, he gave me the fight for my life, and I won. But like throughout my career and stuff with the United title, right after that, I was supposed to have a championship match with Tio. Cash out attacked Tio, and somehow had a match with me for the United title. He got it. And then Alan Jimenez got it like he said he is because he proved to me he is a man of his word. But yeah, that's my favorite pay-per-view match. It was me versus Alan.
Okay. What um inspire you to keep on going and pushing through?
See, it's more than a lot of stuff. Like, first of all, I have to say God Himself. Second of all, it's my family, it's my friends. Not only in the call community, but the people outside of it. Like my real family and everything outside, they support me within this. Not just that, my friends here support me within this, and not just that. If we're talking about inside the call, there's a lot of people outside the company. There's a lot of people inside the company that inspires me. Like I look at stuff and I'll be like, I think I could do better than that. And I try to piece everything together and make it one in my own way. And I don't know if I'm saying it kind of wrong, if people can hear it wrong, but I feel like it's not stealing, it's the things in life, it's the little things that make everything perfect. And you can place it all together to make a perfect masterpiece in your own way. And like there's wrestlers outside, there's wrestlers inside, there's my mentors, my own, my faction mates, everybody.
Yeah. Um what is also how what wrestler made you inspire your car in a way? If we
Oh,
talk about IRL wrestlers that made you want to push your career and made you want to do car, made you want to be who you want to be.
yeah. See, I have to state like at least like five of them. One is Shawn Michaels. Not just with the goofiness, but it's like the same thing with Seth Rollins, like in a way with me. Seth Rollins and Shawn Michaels made you feel in a way, and I want to make people feel in a way. And like I know that I have this underdog story and stuff like that, but I tried to prove that I can be with the big dogs as well, even though I'm a small stature. And here's where Leo Rush comes in play. I'm a big Leo Rush fan, and like I told him myself, I got to meet him, and like I told him myself, it was him versus Shane Strickland, and I see that match every single day, and that inspires me as well. Also, I have to say, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was that underdog that faced so many giants along his career and survived them. And I want to be that same person. I don't want to be a second Rey Mysterio, but I want to be that person somebody sees and they be like, this man isn't afraid of nothing, no matter how tall or how big a person is. He's ready to run through the lions den. He's ready to run through the fire, through the flames, and exit it out of it like a phoenix through the ashes. That's that's the type of wrestlers that I try to, that's the type of wrestler that inspires me. But if we talk about inside the car, have to say people like Cash Out, people like Torpedo, people like Ryan, not just that, but like if we talk about outside of it, people like Roses around here. But yeah, there's so many people that I can list that inspires me within call.
Hmm. Um, another thing that I want to talk about is how um what is how you uh, put effort into your promos and how um much time that you put into it and greatness that you put into it. How do you manage to do all
See me, my promos is not to me. It's not really that good, but I try. That's the thing. Like I don't write things down or study things. I just feel in that moment, and I just press, record. And I feel like I try not to be perfect in a way because I want people to feel that authentic me. I want people to see me as I am, not not as something behind all the effects and all of the editing and everything like that. I want to be authentic to not only myself but to other people because I know other people can't do it as great as some people in this car community. And I always like inside and outside of car. I want to be that type of person that bees there for other people. That's like that's kind of like me in a way. If you ain't great at promos, there's another person that's just like you, and I feel like those are the things that motivate others around here. And like also with my promos, I try to study. Like I don't write things down, but I study other people's promos. People like Leo Rush, people like Paul Heyman, people like Cash Out, people like Maurice, people like Torpedo, people like certain Jester, people like certain Roses, people. It's a lot of people, certain angry people that's from the upper part of the states, but yeah, like that's a lot of people that inspires me throughout promos.
that? Yeah, you're talking about the angry person from the tri-state,
Yes, yes,
not New Jersey, the other state.
yeah, the other state.
um, another thing that we want to address is how is your how is your relationship and your wonderful tag team with Tia?
See me and Tio. See again, like how it started off. It was just us. being picked as random for a tag team because things happen. And me and Tio, we started off like it's always everything takes time. That's what people that's how some people crack and some people fall because they ain't really patient enough. Everything takes time. And like throughout me and Tio kind of teaming together in a way. And not only that, but like throughout communication, like with the texts and the calls and just talking to each other, you gain that synergy. Oh, speaking of synergy, yeah, we got a drink, but yeah, me and my mentor got a drink, but yeah, speaking of synergy, like yeah, it takes time. At first, you become friends, and then it's kind of like you go to friends, best friends, to like brothers in a way. And I feel like me and To gained that brotherhood type of friendship relationship. Like we know each other from the front and back of our hands. Like the latest match you seen, we both hit the same finisher at the same time because we think that same way. We think with the same hunger in mind. We think with the same domination in mind. Because when we outside of the ring, we might be all jokes and laughs, but inside of that ring, we both have that same mentality to drop everybody in our way. No disrespect.
And another thing that I want to talk about too is how is um how is you and going well in the mob right now? It's a very popular faction back in the day, and I heard
Yeah.
the rough status is it going? How is you and the relationship in the mob and the leader Larry Shaw going? How is that going?
See, I know a lot of people might think that certain things is cracking and certain people is leaving and a lot of stuff, but it's not. It's really not the way it seems like from the outside. Like I know Ryan took a little breather, a little break. But like yeah, and me and Dion is on different brands than the rest of the mob. But yeah, it's always the same relationship. We know what each other is thinking. It's like a family in a way. Like, families fight. Sometimes families disagree. Sometimes family just need a break from each other. But at the end of the day, we always are together. And I feel like this time is going to be different with the mob. Because I know the first time, things didn't happen so well. But yeah, this time I feel it's something different. I feel like, yeah, with Larry, it feels like he's hit a different peak in his career. It's like he gained more knowledge, not only for himself, but the whole team. And yeah, again, it's like a brotherhood. It's like a brotherhood and a sisterhood.
I know how it feels, man. I remember those
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Another thing that I want to address is um, what makes you or something for the people is what's the words for the people that you could say to get them motivated and call or not to give up on call? What's the motivation key about
My motivation point is never give up no matter how many times you get dropped, no matter how many times you lose. See, because I always have that I always have that mentality that see, even though you lose, it might hurt, but the losses make you wiser. The losses make you stronger as well. Because everything is a learning experience. See, it's like a cat. When a cat falls down and gets back up, it's gonna do another way of movement to not fall the second time. When you make mistakes, you learn from them as well as the wins. Like just just know that when you make a mistake, you are doing something right. and to always believe in yourself because there's always a sun after the rain because as and you know how I believe life gives you the worst pains and the worst struggles in life just for you to be stronger. It's like a gym. It's like a gym. You start off with a 5 pound weight,
Mhm.
and you already test out the 30 pound weight, and you can't even hold it at all. You can't even pick it up. You start off little by little. That's the thing. You make mistakes along the way, but you start off little by little. 5 pound and 10 pound and 15, 20. Somehow it seems like it goes down on you, and you feel like you can't fight it up. But just know that you are stronger than your situation. You are stronger than your problems. You are stronger than anything that tries to push you down in life.
That is very 100%, if not 500% deep.
Yes.
Another thing is, how is your performance on? Think you're on Lightning right now, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I'm
Okay,
on lightning.
how is your performance right now on Lightning?
See, on lightning, I've been doing good. I started off the season premiere of Lightning beating Cash Out in a way, and I got hurt. And I've been out for 2 weeks ever since that. And I came back, and I'm just now coming back. I went through some, talent that's starting. I already got like a student in the game. That's kind of it's kind of crazy how I'm a student in Torpedoes game, and now I have a student as well. And I faced him before I faced Cash Out in the ladder match, and that ladder match wasn't so good, and I lost. But right now, it's just getting back up from it because again, your losses make you unwiser, and the losses just get back up from it because when you get back up from it, you're gonna be stronger in a way. You're gonna think in a different way, a different mindset to come back up to that same position. And I feel like right now it's just getting focused on war games, and not only that, but continuing with the tag titles because it's not about what you don't have. It's about the stuff that you do have. Like me, I have a family. Me, I have my faction mates. Me, I have my tag titles along with Tio. So I'm going to continue defending those titles with Tio. And not just that, if we're talking about Lightning with my singles career, since me and Tio is split up, I'm focused on taking everything one step at a time. Like I said, with the dumbbells, it's one step at a time. I'm not going to go straight for the world championship. It's either the No Limits title or it's either Maurice's X Factor title. But yeah, it's one step at a time.
Like working your way up, like riding a bicycle.
Yeah, that's how it is. You fall off that bike, you ain't gonna when you fall off a bike and you pick it up, you ain't starting off where you left off. You starting off with a whole nother area. You starting off in a whole nother area. That's how it is. Like I fell off like I rode from Montgomery Street to Alabama Street and just fell off of the bike. Now I'm starting off at Alabama Street. I already left Montgomery Street. That's in my rear view. Now it's time for me to ride on to the next point. And that next point is like just the little steps. It could be like the little titles. Like I could be going after the 24/7 title. I could go after like even one of my mob members, like not with ill intent and disrespect, but a friendly rivalry or a friendly battle. I could do that. Like everything that's in my hands to really think about.
Okay. And do you have anything to say before we go?
Um, all I have to say is that me and Cash Out's rivalry hasn't ended yet. He might think it has, but nah, no, not yet. And along with everybody else in CCW and everybody that's in the call community, like, outside of it, I hope everybody stays blessed. I hope everybody is doing good. Same thing with your families and stuff like that, because I know everybody has families outside of it. All blessings to everybody. All blessings to everybody's family. And not just that, I hope and I pray none but the best for like y'all call community careers. And that's basically it.
All right. I'm glad to have you on. The next time we will see
Thank
another call is think your tag partner, Tio, Wednesday.
you. Yeah,
So yeah,
tell him.
Tio will be on Wednesday. I know he's watching the live right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know he already know. He already know how to make magic happen. He can make my wife on the CCW. Let me stop. Let me stop. But yeah, it it's all love. It's all love with Tio, and I hope him a great a great live when he comes on.
All right, great having you, AC.
It's great having